a road to a million. What does that even look like for an appliance company? Well, imagine this then. We have 5 technicians. Each technician is doing about $450 per sealed system service call a day, or $2,250 per week in sealed system. Together with their COD warranty work as well, they're pulling in $4,500 per week. And if we have 5 technicians, each of them is doing $234,000 for the year. We're looking at $1,170,000 per year for 5 technicians. What's up, guys? My name is Andre. I'm the founding director of Appliance Service Masterclass. Today we're going to talk about your road to $1 million with sealed system work. So, sealed system mechanics, that's the refrigeration unit sealed system, which includes the R134 and R600 refrigerators. The college I founded, Appliance Technical Institute in Canada in 2017, has developed the Appliance Service Technician program, which I worked on, which boasted about 1,119 hours. And that includes the basic electricity, the microwave, stove, dryer, washer, dishwasher, and then finally refrigeration and air conditioning. Within that refrigeration course, what we do is we break down the brazing, then we get into like the troubleshooting of a refrigerator, vacuuming the refrigerant, changing the compressor, putting it back in and reinstalling the compressor, and then recharging the system. So we're going to check for high and low side to see if the refrigerant has a good flow, if there's any blockages or restrictions or anything like that. And we do that for about 160 hours, which is 4 weeks, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. A ton of training, and it's just one of those skills that you need to have as an appliance service technician. So within the Appliance Service Technician program at the institute I founded, Appliance Technical Institute of Canada, every technician takes the program. They also do what's called a Gas Technician 3 course, which allows them to get gas certified and become an HVAC certified technician. And then we provide them the ozone depletion protection certification, which is your refrigerant certification. Allows you to purchase, carry, and use refrigerants in field. When I left Appliance Technical Institute of Canada back in 2021, I ensured that I was continuing in the appliance industry by opening up the Appliance Service Masterclass. This allowed me to train technicians all across Canada and US. So we've been training in Vancouver. We've done the sealed system training there with all their technicians in the surrounding area, Vancouver, Surrey, Abbotsford, and it allowed us to connect with our Whirlpool network in the Vancouver area. Right, and so the service company sent out their appliance technicians. We trained them over the weekend to do brazing practice, of course, vacuuming, recharging a system, and essentially just troubleshooting refrigeration units. We also took that training to Montreal. We did that Montreal training last year, which was amazing. Every year we come back to these cities to do the refrigeration course. We have a French instructor, an English instructor, and so it was a really dynamic class, having all of these technicians come together and learning refrigeration sealed system mechanics. This year, we're doing training in Edmonton, Winnipeg. We're doing training in Miami. We've had trainings in California. We've had trainings in New York and Tennessee. And so, the refrigeration sealed system training, everybody just seems like they need this training going forward. And so our partnerships with Whirlpool and LG allowed us to connect with all of these amazing technicians and appliance business owners across Canada and the US. So within that refrigeration sealed system course, we do go into the fundamentals of refrigeration. We're talking about gas law, boil law. Then we get into sort of troubleshooting refrigerators as an appliance, the electronic portions of it, and then we go into the sealed system part. So we look at brazing practice, copper to copper, copper to steel. We're looking at lock ring technology. In 2020, they made sure that no R134 refrigerators were able to be produced any longer. They can certainly be sold, but they can't be produced anymore. And now in North America, only the R600 refrigerators are allowed to be sold and produced in North America. That being said, lock ring technology is a new way of dealing with sealed system. because there's no brazing involved. You're cutting the tubes and then using the lock ring tool to crypt those two pieces together to ensure you have a secured lock when connecting copper to copper, copper to steel, and something like that. So that's where we're at with the refrigeration and sealed system. We're training the new technicians and senior technicians to add these services to their customers. It's just such a big revenue stream that we don't see a lot of technicians doing these days. And so we're here to help out to ensure that all appliance technicians across Canada and US and appliance business owners are adding sealed system service calls to their customers. So let's get a deep dive into what these revenue streams actually look like on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and then annually. How much money really can you make from a sealed system service call? So if we're looking at a sealed system service call, you should be on average charging $450 for labor. Doesn't include diagnosis, it doesn't include parts and components. Your labor should be $450. So if you're looking at a weekly income for a technician, like at our business at Toronto Appliance Service, we're doing about one sealed system service call per day per technician, and we're charging roughly about $450 on average, right? Sometimes if we're working on a Thermador or a high brand luxury refrigerator, we're charging $1,200 or $1,400 for labor on that sealed system. So it doesn't happen all the time, but most of the service calls come from Electrolux, LG, and Whirlpool, and we're charging about $450 per service call. So let's look at that on a weekly basis. If we're doing, typically we're booking 5 sealed systems service calls for a technician in a week. They'll do either 1 a day or 2 in 1 day, but on average, they're doing about 5 sealed system service calls per week. So if we're charging $450 per service call, they're doing 5 a week. So our revenue stream from sealed system alone is $2,250 per technician per week, right? If we're looking at that on a yearly basis, we're looking at about $117,000 of sealed system revenue per year per technician. And that's just sealed system. Of course, we're still doing warranty work. Of course, we're still doing COD or cash on demand service calls. And our weekly revenue stream per technician is about $4,500 on average. Sometimes they do $3,100 a week. Sometimes they do $6,500 a week. On average, our technicians are bringing in $4,500 per week. And if we're looking on that on a monthly basis or annually, it's about $234,000 per technician per year. And that's what we're showing you that. So if you take a look at our breakdown here for our technician, Leonard is doing about $5,000 in this week alone. And that includes warranty work, cash on demand, minor repairs like a handle, major repairs like changing a drain pump and a dishwasher, and then sealed system, of course. So Leonard does about $2,250 in revenue for sealed system per week. And then other calls like COD, warranty, stuff like that, minor or major repairs, he's averaging about $4,500 a week. So he brings in for our business about $234,000 a year. If we're going to do, a road to $1 million, what does that even look like for an appliance company? Well, imagine this then. We have 5 technicians. Each technician is doing about $450 per sealed system service call a day, or $2,250 per week in sealed system. Together with their COD warranty work as well, they're pulling in $4,500 per week. And if we have 5 technicians, each of them is doing $234,000 for the year. We're looking at $1,170,000 per year for 5 technicians. That's exactly what our technicians are doing. That's exactly how our company is functioning. And so we're showing you the prospects of doing sealed system work and bringing in that much revenue on a daily, weekly, and yearly state to ensure that your company is hitting that $1 million mark on a yearly basis. And so when we go out and we're trying to train all these technicians to do sealed system work, we are getting some pushback, and we hear from technicians and from business owners, well, it just doesn't make sense for us to do it. It takes too long. On average, it should be about 2 hours per service call on a sealed system work. And realistically, the more you do, the better you get at them. And so there is really no way that I can see a company should be turning down sealed system work. It's too big of a revenue stream. It allows you to provide more work for your technicians across the board. And quite frankly, if you're going to grow your business, you need warranty contracts. When you go to Whirlpool or LG or Electrolux or Bosch, they're looking for technicians who can do sealed system work. It's more effort from the global manufacturer to provide you work that doesn't include sealed system jobs. And so they want to ensure that every partner that they have, any independent contractor that they sign for under warranty, can do sealed system work. And so by joining the Appliance Service Masterclass, we do train you on refrigeration sealed system mechanics. We do also progress you in a way that you bridge the gap in all of your knowledge in terms of microwave, stove, dryer, washer, dishwasher. And by adding refrigeration sealed system to your business, you're on your way to receiving your warranty contract. If you have one, we can assist you getting your third. Of course, you'll need your second and third. And so by working with Whirlpool and LG and Bosch and Electrolux over the last 5 years, we've built out over 25 businesses in the last 2 years. That includes all of our recent graduates, those who've worked for a company, moved to a different state or province, and then opened up their own business there. We've helped them receive warranty contracts from Whirlpool and LG because that they've received that fundamental training from us in the past, right? And so at Appliance Service Masterclass, when you become a client of ours, you're joining the industry network. You're joining Whirlpool's network, LG's network, and realistically the Appliance Service Masterclass network. So join us today. Let's get you on that road to $1 million and make sure that you get trained in refrigeration sealed system mechanics and get your technicians trained. Let's build your business today. Here at Appliance Service Masterclass, we're a small team doing big things. Make sure to purchase the Appliance Service Blue Book with the link below to empower your business today.